Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful sunny day, but my mind is completely trapped in the dark, chaotic streets of Genoa City. Grab a huge cup of coffee and maybe a stress ball, because we have so much to unpack today, and I am honestly still shaking from what I just watched. And I just have to start by talking about Sienna. Seriously, Sienna has been a total mystery woman for weeks now. Up until this very moment, I honestly had no idea whose side she was actually on. I mean, we all knew she was dangerous. We saw what she did, but what did she actually want? What was she trying to prove? And what would it actually take to prove she was a traitor or a loyal soldier? I have been racking my brain trying to figure her out. Just when you think you have a handle on her character, the writers completely flip the script on us. So let's back up a second and look at the bigger picture. When Matt Clark was in serious danger and facing all those difficulties recently, Patty Williams completely betrayed him. Patty thought she was his best friend. She was guiding him around town, trying to be his ultimate ally. And then Matt just coldly rejected her. He told her he works alone and doesn't trust her. So Patty snapped. She went totally rogue and called Victor Newman, offering to sell Matt's exact location for $2 million. $2 million. And because of that betrayal, everyone in town, and honestly all the fans on social media, thought Matt was totally alone. We all thought he was isolated, a sitting duck, just waiting for the Newman family to come and crush him. But we were so wrong, because he wasn't alone. Sienna is his secret ally. And this is where things get absolutely insane. Let's talk about the scene in Victor's room. I am still trying to process this. Somehow, Matt and Victor end up in Victor's room. Maybe Victor paid the $2 million and dragged him there, or maybe Matt walked right into the lion's den. But they are having this massive, heated argument, just screaming at each other. You guys know how Victor gets his voice booming, threatening to destroy Matt. And Matt is probably standing there with that smug, arrogant look on his face, pushing all of Victor's buttons. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Victor wants revenge for what happened to Nick. Nick is in the hospital with permanent brain damage because of the drugs Matt's people pushed on him. Nicky is screaming in the waiting room. The stakes have literally never been higher. But then, oh my God, then Sienna just appears out of nowhere. She sneaks into Victor's room right in the middle of this explosive argument, and she doesn't just stand there. She doesn't just yell. She attacks Victor Newman. She actually attacks him. Sienna hits Victor over the head, knocking him completely unconscious. Just bam. Down goes the great Victor Newman. I was sitting here staring at my screen like, did that just happen? Did a random mystery woman just take down the most powerful man in Genoa City? He was just lying there on the floor, bleeding. There was actual blood pouring from the back of his head. I mean, what were the writers thinking? You don't just crack Victor Newman's skull and walk away. But she did. She knocked him out cold to save Matt and the security. Let's just take a quick side rant about Newman's security. How does anyone just walk into Victor's room with a weapon and hit him from behind? It's total madness. But I guess that fits the show's usual style, right? The billionaires have all the money in the world, but the worst security guards on the planet. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It was just so shocking to see Victor physically taken down like that. So Victor is bleeding on the floor, and Sienna and Matt just run they escape together. And this is the part that really got my brain spinning. After they run away, after they escape the immediate danger, they share this moment. They hug. And it wasn't just a quick, adrenaline-fueled thanks for not letting Victor kill me kind of hug. It was real. They were showing genuine affection for each other, which immediately made me stop and ask myself, are Matt and Sienna faking it? Are they pretending to everyone that they broke up or that they aren't connected? Think about it. It makes perfect sense. If Matt and Sienna are secretly together, or at least secretly aligned, faking a breakup or a distance between them is the smartest move they could make. It makes Matt look weak and vulnerable. It makes people like Patty think they can take advantage of it. Patty thought he was alone, so she showed her true colors and betrayed him. But Matt wasn't alone. He had his secret weapon waiting in the wings the whole time. Sienna was always there. Honestly, Sienna's loyalty to Matt is almost terrifying. Let's look at her track record. A few episodes ago, Phyllis had Matt tied up in a dark basement, screaming at him, trying to force a confession, and who came out of the shadows to save him? Sienna. She knocked Phyllis out with a brutal hit. Then we find out she is the one who sold the poison drugs to Nick Newman, the drugs that sent him driving off a cliff, and now she has literally assaulted Victor Newman and left him bleeding from the back of his head. She is doing all the dirty work. She is his ultimate protector. But why? What is their actual history? Are they in love? Are they just partners in a massive criminal conspiracy? That hug they shared, it felt so personal. It felt like two people who have been through hell together and are completely devoted to each other. Maybe I'm reading too much into a simple hug. Maybe I'm being too harsh on the writers for making her so mysterious for so long. No, wait, I'm not being too harsh. They drag this mystery out forever. But the payoff of seeing her take down Victor to save Matt, that was huge. And what does this mean next? Who actually believes this is going to end well for Sienna and Matt? You can't just leave Victor Newman bleeding on the floor and expect to live a happy life. When Victor wakes up, the wrath he is going to unleash on this town will be biblical. He was already furious about Nick. Now he has a literal head wound and a bruised ego. He is going to tear Genoa City apart, looking for them. And what about the rest of the Newmans? Adam is already losing his mind with guilt over Nick's crash. Victoria is trying to hold the family together. When they find out someone attacked their father, the whole family is going to go to war. Sometimes I try to zoom out and look at the bigger pattern of the show. Usually, a villain comes to town, causes some trouble, manipulates some people, and then Victor crushes them in a boardroom or has them arrested. But this storyline feels different. Matt and Sienna are physical threats. They are violent. They don't care about the rules. They don't care about Victor's money or his power. They are just causing pure chaos. And the fact that they are playing this massive psychological game, pretending Matt is isolated while Sienna operates in the shadows, makes them the most dangerous duo we've seen in a long time. I just keep thinking about Patty, too. Poor, crazy Patty. She really thought she was doing something big by calling Victor and asking for $2 million. She thought she held all the cards. But she was just a pawn. Matt probably knew she would snap. He probably pushed her away on purpose just to see what she would do. And she walked right into the trap thinking Matt was defenseless. It's almost sad, really. But Patty is Patty, and she always finds a way to make things worse for herself. So, yeah, my head is just spinning. I am so tired of trying to guess what Matt and Sienna are going to do next, but I absolutely cannot look away. The fans are going to be talking about this episode for months. That image of Victor on the floor, the blood, the escape, the hug. It was just a roller coaster from start to finish. I guess we just have to wait and see what happens when Victor wakes up. Will he remember who hit him? Will he pretend he doesn't know so he can set a trap? Knowing Victor, he already has a plan forming in his head while he's passed out on the carpet. Let's just hope the paramedics get there soon, because I don't think I can handle another Newman in the hospital right now. All right. You guys, I need to go lie down and process all of this. Let me know what you think about Sienna and Matt. Are they faking a breakup? Are they the ultimate power couple of villains? I'll be back tomorrow to recap whatever crazy fallout happens next. Stay safe out there in Genoa City.